Authentic assessment in early childhood education. There are a bunch of assessments for early childhood teachers to pick from that will allow them to learn about their kids and to make plans for teaching them. One type of assessment that will be a valuable tool in the early childhood educator's storehouse is authentic assessment. Authors Sue Wortham and Belinda Hardin define authentic assessment as an assessment that uses some type of performance by a child to demonstrate understanding. Traditional testing helps answer the question, do you know it? And performance assessment helps answer the question, how well can you use what you know? This type of assessment is conducted through activities that require children to demonstrate what they know and what they are able to do. It's also referred to as performance assessment. Because the information collected should be useful as well as appropriate for each child, there are some characteristics that authentic assessment should have. First, children should be assessed based on based on the actual work that they have done. To document this, teacher observations, portfolios that include work samples, are used to show the aptitude of the students. Next, children should be addressed on what they are actually doing in and through the curriculum. Be sure to assess what each individual child is doing instead of comparing one child to another or comparing one child to a group of children. Assessment should be included in the learning process. Children should be encouraged to show what they know by participation and presentation. This enables the assessor to learn about the whole child instead of just a narrow set of skills. This also involves the children's parents. This is a child-centered assessment that has the goal of providing children with the resources they need in order to succeed. It also provides ongoing assessment throughout the entire school year. Authentic assessment has a variety of tools available. Teachers must be well informed of ways to ascertain children's achievement and knowledge. There are so many strategies that can be used to conduct performance-based assessments. The types of assessments that include but are not limited to interviews, contracts, directed assignments, games, work samples, projects, and portfolios. Interviews. Interviews are useful for the teacher to find out what children know about certain concepts. They are ideal to use with younger children who have not developed skills of written expression. As children are questioned, the teacher can understand how they are thinking and how they arrive at the solutions. Interviews can be unstructured and take place even while the children are at play in centers or outdoors. Structured interviews, on the other hand, are the result of the teacher's careful planning in advance with the intention of uncovering specific skills and understanding about the child. Diagnostic interviews are used to determine what instructional needs the child may have. This is done by looking at how a child responds to the questions. The teacher can understand if the child needs help, and if so, what kind. Contracts are useful for implementing a plan between the teacher, and the student to record the student's progress. Contracts for younger children will probably need pictures to represent the activities that the child is to complete. This assessment can be for one activity, for the entire day, or it even can go on for extended days. Once the task is completed, a checkoff system is used to document the child's accomplishments. Contracts are beneficial for sharing information on the child's achievement with parents. Directed assignments are when the teacher gives the child a specific assignment for the purpose of assessment. The focus of this assessment is the child's ability to carry out the assignment. Games can also be used to interpret how the child does with a particular skill. The teacher can use observations to assess the child's abilities and thinking. This will work even if there's more than one child playing the game. Games are good to use also as a systematic observation for the entire class. The children can take turns playing the game until the teacher has had a chance to evaluate all the children. Games are a useful and fun way to assess for many skills. Projects are activities that the child or a group of children work on over and over an extended period of time. Work samples are examples of children's work that can demonstrate the child's progress and accomplishment. The teacher can use electronic devices to capture, preserve, and record the children's work. Work samples are stored in portfolios. Portfolios are the most popular performance-based evaluation. These folders contain collections of students' work as well as any other items the teacher deems important to demonstrate the child's abilities. Portfolios are also useful for giving parents information on their child's progress. There are several advantages of authentic assessment. Authentic assessments require students to show what they know about a subject by performing a task. For example, pre-kindergarten kids can show they recognize shapes by being able to point out and name a square, a circle, a triangle, etc. Authentic assessments assess proficiency by application as children master tasks in basic skills, and then it's documented. Authentic assessment does not require children to memorize simply for the sake of passing a test. Instead, teachers put together unique tasks that allow children to apply knowledge in real-life applications. For instance, a preschooler can point out their name on the cubbies. Authentic assessments are student-structured, and they give children a choice of what they would like to present as evidence of proficiency. Authentic assessments offer straightforward evidence of meaningful application and construction of knowledge. Let's say it's time to teach a new concept to children. It is certainly more fulfilling for the teacher to sit down with the students and teach them versus reading about how to teach them a concept. A system of developmental checklists, portfolios of children's work, and summary reports, when used together, are most helpful. They recognize that children can express what they know and can do in many different ways